I was sitting around the house this morning looking at all of the things that I needed to do, everything I needed to clean, and then I went outside to play with the dogs and realized it's such a beautiful day outside, I'm going to clean the patio instead. And since I'm going to be cleaning anyway, I decided to take you guys along with me. As you can see from the video you just watched, my patio is pretty dirty. I don't winterize it, I don't cover my patio furniture, so it pretty much just sits out here in the full blazing Texas sun 365 days a year. Last year around the end of June, my granddaughter and I planted some seeds in these two planters, and they actually grew really well in the Texas heat. They just didn't withstand the Texas winter with all of the snow that we had. So I have some new seeds and some potting soil so that I can try to regrow some flowers in these pots. The first thing I'm going to do today is clean up all of the dog waste, for a lack of better terms, from my yard. With 3 dogs, this is something that I probably should do more than once a week based on the amount of waste I pick up. I probably need to do it actually every day.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never would.
Now that I'm finished with all of that disgusting mess, I'm going to take everything that doesn't belong on the patio and go put it where it belongs. Well, almost everything. These sticks and things you see me picking up here, I call those my rat hole sticks. Don't ask, it's a long story. Okay, short version of that story. I have 2 pecan trees in my yard, and let me just say that squirrels are not the only animals that like to eat pecans. As you can see here, my dog Snoop is just living the good life on this couch. Me moving this cushion doesn't faze him one bit. So he's gonna go and sit on what is normally his go-to chair, but my camera's on that chair. So I chase him off of it, and he's like, heck no, that's my chair. So you see who won that argument. These white pillows that you see on the ground here are actually waterproof outdoor pillows, and then I also have waterproof outdoor covers that go on them and keeps them looking absolutely perfect. The seat cushions are really, for the money that I spent on them, really fantastic. I've had those 2 years also sitting in the full Texas sun. Those have not faded one single bit, but the covers for the other cushions did fade. Originally, when I made this planter, I didn't intend to put flowers in it, so I kind of filled it up with concrete and rocks to make it heavy enough that it wasn't going to fall over. And then I ended up not using them for the lights like I was going to. I have them on one side of the patio, but on the side where this one is, I don't really have any lights attached to it. So that's why I put these fairy lights around it, because the outdoor lights that I bought for the other side didn't really work with my patio umbrella, so I just had to improvise. So anyway, there's rocks in the bottom of this, and there's also a 5-gallon bucket full of concrete, which is what the pole is in the middle of. So it's super sturdy, super heavy, but there's just not a lot of space at the top to plant plants like you would normally plant in a planter. So that's why I'm just using these seeds from Dollar Tree. If the flowers grow and they look beautiful, great. If they don't, I spent $1.25 on them. Now I'm probably using way too much seed, but I don't know how much seed is actually in here because it did come from Dollar Tree, so I'm just pouring a lot. If I get a lot of flowers, even better.
One step forward and another back, I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you look like that,
I had to buy some new patio lights recently because my daughter's dog the white one. Her name is Nikki. She chews up all my patio lights, anything that's in the ground, so I had to get some new ones that are metal, and hopefully she won't chew those up. I wish I could blame this on her, but I don't think she messed these up. These are little fairy lights that are wrapped all the way around this pole, and they're solar, so they stick in these planters, and I've had them probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and the one that you just saw me do still works fantastic, but this one I guess separated, so instead of unwinding it all the way up and down the pole, the lights were ruined anyway, so I just went and got the kitchen scissors and cut them off.
Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. You're smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Ooh, smiling like that, I can never resist it. Girl, I need you.
I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but when I took all of the covers off of the cushions, I took them inside and I washed them. They are washable, by the way. Even though they're outdoor cushions, I do hose them off from time to time, but a couple times a year I just take them all completely off and wash them in the washer. I thought for about a half a second I would go get the pressure washer and just pressure wash all the furniture and the carpet and the patio. I wasn't really that motivated to do that much of a detailed cleaning. I just wanted to kind of wipe everything off, get the dust and pollen off of everything, and just kind of give it like a little wipe down.
Keep getting under your thick skin, trying on not building a nest in your weaknesses, swimming around in your bloodstream, can't make it stop. Oh, I just need a towel. Please don't let them get in your head. Fight another day, I know it's worth it. We're cold inside the rust, so I know you feel it. Getting under your thick skin, trying on not building a nest in your weaknesses, swimming around in your bloodstream, can't make it stop. Oh, I just need a towel dry. Oh, don't let them get in your head, So please don't let them get in your head.
I got this set of furniture from Walmart online for my birthday one year. Maybe it was Christmas. I don't know. I think it was my birthday. Anyway, this whole set came as a set. The little couch thing, the table, and the 2 separate chairs came as a set. And then I also got the 4 chairs and table that you sit at, like a dining room table type thing. This one here. I also got that one as a set. So the furniture has actually lasted, I think I've had it maybe 4 years now. The cushions that it came with, they didn't didn't really last in the Texas heat and the weather here very well. I replaced them. I think I had them 2 years before I replaced them, but when I replaced them, they were pretty bad. The seat cushions were just horrible. So these cushions that you see here are from Classic. I'll link everything that you see. All the cushions, the covers, the cushion and the cover came together. The pillows, the outdoor pillows, as well as the covers that you see there, they look kind of purple. They actually used to be the same color as the cushions. When I got them, they matched identical. In the sun, they've just faded, but the color that they faded to, I really don't care because it still matches with my rug and the other pillows that I have. But the actual fabric of the pillow has held up fantastic, so I don't really care that they faded. I just noticed watching this back, every time I pick up that ball launcher, the dogs come running because I guess they think I'm gonna throw it. Both of them, Queen and Nikki, they both absolutely love chasing balls. Snoop, my boy dog, he'll sit down on the steps at the end of the patio and he's like a, what do you call it, like a camper, like when you play video games and you camp out in a corner waiting for somebody to come by and shoot him. That's what he does. He'll sit down on like the first level of the little patio part down at the bottom and he'll just like peek his little head up and wait for the ball to come to him, but he's such a doofus. I could throw the ball directly to him in his mouth and even he still doesn't catch it. He's a boy. This hose is actually really cool. It's one of those hoses that expands whenever you turn it on, and then of course whenever you turn it off it shrinks back up again, but it's really cool. I highly recommend it. I was looking for something else to put my hose in on Amazon this weekend, and all of the hose container carrier things were like $100, and I don't have that kind of money. But I do have $3 Dollar Tree money, and I'll poke holes in the bottom of a planter and I'll use that for my hose. So there you go, life hack. I got about 10 seconds into opening this umbrella and I was like, oh nope. So I had to inspect it a little bit and make sure that whatever used to be in there is not in there anymore. And then I just knocked it off with my hand.
We're all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything?
Now that the umbrella is open, I was going to attach it to the pole. I'll show you what that's for in just a minute. But before I could attach it to the pole, I realized that when we pressure washed the patio last year and I put this new rug down, the umbrella was too far away. So now I have to move it all by myself, which is really difficult because as soon as you move these weights off of it, it'll tip over. Even if it's not open, it's like heavy on one side because it's a cantilever umbrella. So I have to hold it constantly with one hand while I move these, and they're not light. They're full of water, and I'm trying to move them and not let the umbrella fall over and hold on to them, and then I have to fill it with water.
When my mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day.
Now I can hook it up to the pole so the umbrella doesn't move. And the reason I hook it up to the pole is because the umbrella is so close to the roof. Whenever the wind blows, which I know you heard the wind when I had that audio on a little while ago, it blows like crazy up here because my house is kind of on a hill. So anyway, I attach this little wire thing to the umbrella and I hook it to the pole so that it doesn't hit the house. That's what I'm trying to say. I hook it to the pole so the umbrella doesn't blow in the wind and hit the house. Okay, now I'm done, and here's a beautiful view of my ugly backyard. But in the summer it'll be pretty because right now the grass is dead, but it'll be alive in just another month or so. Fun fact, I got this fire pit for Christmas 5 years ago, never used it a single time, which is unfortunate because I really love it. I think the total time I spent cleaning everything today was about 2 hours, and I do have to say, it's not going to stay that way because of this right here. See this boy right here? He sleeps on this furniture as if this furniture was put out here for him. But I especially like this patio at night. So here's some nighttime pictures of this evening, and you can see I have lights all over the yard because of those stairs and that drop off, because I really don't want someone who is visiting to maybe like not see that there's like a huge drop off right there. So I have lights all over the place to illuminate my backyard at nighttime to prevent anyone from falling. Thank you so much for staying to the end of my video. I really do appreciate it, and if you like it, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you next week.